it's J Seliger, your yogic guide from Peace Always Yoga and Meditation. Welcome everyone to this brief chair yoga program with a slight focus on the hips. Let's begin together in seated mountain pose, seeing that the feet are flat, toes are long and extended, not curled under, and rooted firmly to the earth. Knees are about hips width apart, coming right out of those hip joints. Take a minute here if you like, rock side to side. Sweep the flesh of your gluteal muscles away from those sits bones. And then really sit up nice and tall on your sits bones. Float the hands to the thighs, face up or down. Follow your instinct in that regard. And on a nice big inhale, let's roll the shoulders up to the ears. And then gently relax the shoulders down, away from the ears. Send the crown of the head reaching up towards the sky, helping to lengthen and elongate the neck. Join me in your degree of comfort here in floating the eyes, partially or all the way closed. There certainly is so much more going on within than without. So, from behind closed eyes, take a moment to just acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge this beautiful day, another day of life. And perhaps thank the body for its healthy function, just as it is. Offering encouraging words of support to the parts of the body that need it for improved function. Beginning to breathe a little bit more deeply, inhaling with an intention of filling the belly, expanding the ribs in all four directions, and even lifting the collarbones slightly with those full lungs. Exhale slowly, perhaps exhaling twice as long as the inhale, by counting or just by natural feeling of sensation. But as you breathe in and out, please don't intentionally try to time your breathing to my words. Don't struggle to breathe. Keep that breath moving. Deep inhale, long extended exhalation. And for those yogis here who practice the Ujjayi breath of meditation, I encourage you to now gently close the muscles at the hollow of the throat, so that as you inhale deeply again, you're now able to hear the breath as a beautiful, soft whisper. Inhale deeply and attune yourself to either the sound of your own beautiful whispering breath or to the sound of my voice. And at any time during the practice, you find yourself drifting away into the thoughts provided by your beautiful, organic, personal assistant, your brain. Simply acknowledge those. Yes, I have a healthy brain. I have many, many thoughts. But I am in charge of the brain and of my thoughts. And so now I send the message to the brain to go into sleep mode temporarily for the duration of my chair yoga practice. You may have to do this several times, and that's okay. We're practicing controlling our thoughts so that we can move deeper into stillness and clear out the mind, so that perhaps the messages that we truly need, that come from our instinct, from our knowing, can finally be heard. But it is a practice. 3 more great big deep breaths, inhaling fully, the belly, the ribs expand, collarbones lift. long, slow exhalation. 2 more. And now gently, leading with the tip of the nose, begin to take your head into some clockwise, small or medium-sized circles. There really is no need to crank the head back too far. And in fact, that can compress the neck and can be contrary to getting the release in the neck that we really desire. So tip of the nose, a salad plate size, or perhaps that dinner size plate. Bring the head to center, give a little head rock left and right. No, no, no. And then let's reverse counterclockwise, full head rotations, leading with the tip of the nose or the chin. Great big inhale. Exhaling that chin to center. Let's go one more time. Wonderful. And now sitting nice and tall, rooting the feet to the earth to sit tall once again. Let's intentionally turn the head far, far to the right and even looking out of the corner of the right eye. Exhale, release, returning back to center. Big inhale, turn that head all the way to the left. Again, perhaps even looking out of the corner of the left eye. And gently bring that head back to center. Let's relax the hands down off the legs. Give the hands a little shake side to side. Open and close the hands a few times. And turn the palms up to the sky, now touching the tip of each finger to your thumb and back. Little workout for our fingers this morning. That's it. Last little shake. Relax the arms heavy. Let's take some great big shoulder rolls. Really roll those shoulders back. Release the shoulder blades down. Breathing deeply. Let's slow down these rolling shoulders. And then reverse. Take it in the opposite direction. So now the emphasis is forward instead of back. Again, perhaps pulling slightly through those elbows to get a little bit of stretch going in the mid-back. Oh yeah. Wonderful. And release the arms back to the side. Again, always feel free to shake out those hands a little bit. Now we're going to take our right arm and we're going to sweep the arm up over the head, bending at the elbow, and just reach to see how far you can tap on the back without forcing or using the other hand. On the right arm, let's try that again. Nice controlled sweep, reaching for the middle back and just feeling that wonderful stretch in the shoulder. Let's do that one more time. That feels really good. Sweep up, reach over. Yes. And release. Let's do 3 on the other side. Press the feet to the earth. Big inhale. Sit tall as you reach skyward. Bend that elbow and see if you can reach to your middle back, or perhaps even lower. Exhale, release. Big inhale, scoop up, reaching tall, and now bending elbow, reach down, mid-back. Beautiful. Exhale, release. One last time. Big, big reach. Up and over the head. Reaching for that mid-back. That's it. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Let's take the feet more to slightly wider than hips with distance, maintaining that nice tall seat. This time we're going to take and shake our hands forward, palms, as if we were waving goodbye, but nice and relaxed and loose. We're going to turn those palms towards our face and wave in a, hey, come here type gesture. Again, nice relaxed wrists and fingertips. Just let them go. Beautiful. And then reach those hands down to the knees as we take those feet a little bit wider. Perhaps, if it serves you, scooting forward in your chair just a bit, create some extra space between you and the back of your chair. We're going to be moving into cat-cow, which is fantastic for lubrication of the spine, but it's at its heart an abdominal exercise. So focus in on that core. On an inhale, we'll place our hands on the knees, pulling slightly forward to draw the breastbone, the center of the chest forward, slight lift of the chin for cow pose. As you exhale, lower the chin, pull your belly button in. Ooh, and round the spine towards the back of the chair. If you'd like to stay in this first cat for a moment, I encourage you, wiggle side to side. Oh, find any tight spots, especially in the small part of the back, also called the sacrum. And then when you feel ready, let's get in, 4 or 5 rounds at your individual pace. So again, inhaling, breastbone, the sternum forward, chin lift. We're looking for a slight zipping or contraction feeling in the low belly. Exhale, strong. Dip down the chin, belly button in. Let's get in 3 more of those. Here we go, one more time. Beautiful. And now right back to nice upright posture. Let's step those feet back in just to about hips width distance apart. We're going to take a forward fold, and I want to show you a modification. So a forward fold would be a flat back, belly and chest coming to the thighs, the arms dangling, head released. And then we press into the feet and come up with a straight back. Now, if that's just a little too low for you this morning, or if you'd like to try a modification, I want to offer crossed forearms across the thighs, and then we just fold here so that the head's not dangling quite so much. Either position, forearms crossed or extending the arms and really hanging out, give the body permission to release and relax. Use your exhales. Each time you exhale, let that be a signal to your body, to your muscles, to fully release. Great big inhale. Root these feet into the ground and come on up, keeping that back nice and straight. Sit nice and tall. Great big inhale. We sweep the right arm up and over the head, gripping our chairs with the left hand, and go right over into a great big side bend stretch. Keep the feet rooting down to the earth, and this right hip pressing down to your chair so that we're not tipping over. Think about elongation, lengthening of that side body, putting a bit more space between each rib. On the exhale, I'd like you to slowly lower the arm. Sweep that arm out in a big, dramatic, big range. Take it all the way into a twist with a straight arm, or if there's a wall behind you, like for me, bend the elbow to cactus to take your twist. And then we exhale and release it down. Let's try that on the other side. Great big inhale, left arm up, fingers reaching, feet pushing to the ground, left bun deeply connected to that chair. Exhale into a luscious side bend, stretching the muscles and skin over the hip bone, all the way across the ribs, armpit. along the arm and out those fingertips. Exhale, slowly lower the left arm, big dramatic sweep, taking it all the way into a twist. Again, your choice, keeping that arm extended, or if there's a wall behind you like myself, just bend the elbow and take a cactus shape. Oh, feels so good. That's one of my favorites. So now we've done our side bend, we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of seated cobbler's pose. So we're going to take each foot and turn it so the pinky toe is down and the soles of the feet perhaps will come together to touch. And you know, if your feet are struggling to come together to touch today, don't fuss or fight too much. We're practicing. Yoga's a practice, okay? And along with the physical exercises we practice, we need to practice a lot of self-love, a lot of coaching. You know, we certainly wouldn't look at a small child learning something brand new, and when they made a mistake, we would say, you know, get up, try again, you're doing great, you're learning. Those are the words that I would hope that you all are saying to yourselves each and every day. So let's bring those feet together, and as a modification, if you happen to have some yoga blocks, a nice big pillow, or some books that are non-slip surface, you can lift your feet up a little higher, and that will allow the knees to fall open a bit wider, which may perhaps allow those feet to come together. So give that a try. We're going to bring the palms together to touch as well, and we're going to take some isometric work here that's powerful and takes a bit of focus. Before we begin, I just want to briefly say that we'll be taking a pelvic floor contraction, which a lot of us know as a Kegel contraction. But for all beings, regardless of gender, pelvic floor contraction is contracting those same muscles that we all contract when there's a very long line for the restroom and we've got to hold it. So think in those terms. Don't over contract. Nice and gentle, and you'll feel it. Let's bring those hands together, feet together. Great big inhale. As you exhale, press the palms together. Feel the activation of the pectoral muscles. Press those feet together and feel the inside of your legs contract, and contract that pelvic floor. And release. 2 more. Contract, press, and release. Last time, big inhale. Pressing, pressing, pressing. Feet, hands, pelvic floor contraction. Gently release, hands to knees, one at a time. Bring the soles of the feet back to the earth. If you did utilize a block, let's go ahead and put that back in the prop drawer. And then we're going to take a little bit of rocking knees, windshield wipering as we turn those knees in slightly, getting a little reverse stretch on the hip and that upper IT band. Fantastic. All right, from here we are going to come up and out of the chairs, and we're going to be doing a chair stand, which is a critical functional movement I hope all of us will be practicing each and every day, so that for the duration of our lifetimes, we have the leg strength and the proper posture, say that 5 times fast. I couldn't even get it out twice. Anyway, gang, let's go back to it. So please think about long, strong feet. Toes are long, not curled under. If you are new to lifting your full body weight out of a chair with no hands, I would encourage you to take the feet wide to begin. And then over time, we bring the feet into a parallel position. And for a bigger challenge, once we have kind of really gotten real good at the other 2 positions, the challenge is to zip those legs together as if they were glued and could not come apart. So no doing this as we stand, and then sending the heels about a 1/2 inch under the chair. That's a big challenge. I'm going to work from the middle position, and I hope you will too. So we cross the hands to opposite shoulders. On the exhale, we don't rock, okay? We're gonna hinge forward and stop. Press those feet down to come up. That's it. Oh, you're losing the top of my head. And back down. So for demonstration purposes, if I was to turn to the side, we don't want to lean back and rock ourselves forward. We really want to use the leg strength. Hinge forward, stop. Press the legs, come up. Control as you come down. All right, let's take that for 5. And down. Up. And down. Just 2 more. Last time, and we're going to stay up out of our chairs. Beautiful. So from here, I'm going to move my chair slightly off to the side here and take my feet into a little bit wider stance. And then hips to feet are in stillness. And we're just going to take a little bit of a twirl. Beautiful. Not too vigorous. And just a brief cautionary note here. If you happen to be a person who is concerned about potentially fracturing specific to the spine, you're going to not want to twist. Osteopenia, osteoporosis. Get cleared from your doctor first before you do any deep twisting. Your modification is this wonderful side to side shoulder shrug. We don't want to risk putting any fractures into the spine if we have got some reduced bone density specific to the spine. So check in with your physician, please. Let's shake out those hands and then shift from the upper body to the hula hips. So full rotation of our pelvic bowl. I don't know if you just heard that. I got a great adjustment in my hip. Needed it, felt good. This is another movement I want to encourage you to do every day, especially if you are a person who works a lot from a seated position. Many of us are. We're going to reverse. Working more and more from home these days. Get up. Get up every half hour, 45 minutes, and take 1 minute of breath and movement to keep your posture and to truly to keep your cognitive function and your emotional health, but mostly to move the body and reduce pain. That's really great, everybody. All right, we're going to come right back to a tall stance. We're going to take our chairs and stand behind them now, okay? And we're just going to finish our standing work with a little bit of body weight exercises that are so good for our daily function. So, standing nice and tall with the feet about hips width distance apart, with fingers on the chair if you like, or if you feel able, arms just down at the side. Gaze straight ahead at a non-moving point, and on an inhale, we lift the heels to contract the calves, and then slowly lower. We're not forcing the lift, and then just dropping. Strength and control. These are the type of movements that I am referring to when I say things like we're slowing down to get strong, because sometimes we have to slow it down to get the strength gains we wish. One more, great big lift. Very nice. And lower. And then let's take it into a mountain climber, which is just, you know, alternating, right? Kind of fun. Whew. That'll get some blood moving up the legs, flexing the toes and the ankles, working the calves, strengthening and getting some good circulation happening. Great job, everyone. All right, before we go back into the chair, we're just going to go into a split squat, taking the right leg back, left knee slightly forward to the chair. Normally our instinct here would be to lunge into that left knee, and that's what we're going to do. But instead of lunging in and out, we're going to lift that right heel off the ground behind us, and we're going to squat up and down. So that looks more like this. There's no goal to bring the knee to the earth. We're just looking for a nice stretch on the front of the leg, the quadricep, by dipping down, squatting down as far as we comfortably can. And in time, with practice, we'll get lower and be able to do more. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Try to take one big smooth step. That wasn't so smooth, but again, oh, I snorted. We're practicing. Let's take that left leg back. Take that right foot a little bit forward now. That's it, everyone. And lunging into that right knee again. It is a nice little lunge stretch here. But now we're going to lift that left heel behind us. That's it. And then up and down. Avoid that desire out of habit and training to lunge forward. Down and up. That's it. You're going to feel it, so you don't have to go too far. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. Yes. Last one. And up we come. Step forward. Let's take a little stretch before we get back in the chair, holding the back of the chair. We're just going to walk our feet out. Please look down at the earth. When you've extended your arms fully, hinge at your waist as you soften your knees and drop your ears in between your biceps. And then just gently press your bottom. Your buns pressing straight back, hamstrings. But that tailbone up here, it's actually lifted and a little pressing upward to the sky. It's a modified downward facing dog. Great big breath in and out. Oh. And then nice and slow, continuing to allow our eyes to follow our feet. So in other words, please don't whip your head up. We're going to walk our feet back to the chair, and then slowly, slowly we level to respect our blood pressure. All right, let's go ahead and finish up because this is intended as a quick yoga break practice. So let's go ahead and return ourselves back to the chair. If you've got water available, please have some. I want to encourage you to always drink water before, during, and of course after any exercise or movement programs. All right, so back into the chair, into our seated mountain pose, perhaps just taking those knees about hips width distance. Let's take a quick cool down stretch, before we get back to our day. Inhale the right hand up to the left side of the head, dropping right ear to right shoulder. Please don't pull the head. If you need a deeper stretch on your neck, release the left arm and let it dangle. Oh yeah. All right, inhale, let's float the arms up and down and change sides. Again, not pulling with that left hand, but rather release the right arm to dangle for a deeper stretch. Oh yeah. And release. Level the head, make gentle fists with the hands. This time, big inhale, we shrug both shoulders up at the same time. Create a little tension, and then roll the shoulders back and release. Ooh, one more. Big shoulder shrug and hold. And exhale, release. Let's take the left hand to the right knee. Take the right elbow behind the chair and take just the most gentle seated twist. Gently release to center, another side. So right hand to the left knee, left elbow to the back of the chair. Nice little twist here. And then release. Let's interlace the hands together and take a hold of that right knee, pulling it up into our chest. And work the ankle with a little bit of point and flex. Rotation of the foot. If it's a challenge today or not available to hold the leg up, you can certainly cross and continue that good footwork, point and flex, wave the foot side to side. Spread your toes a few times. Really important. Spread your toes every day, please. All right, that's wonderful. And then let's bring that back to the ground. We're going to pick up that left knee, hugging the knee into our chest, taking that point and flex, circulation or circles, eversion, inversion with that wave side to side. That's great for strengthening the ankle. Again, if the leg's getting heavy, cross over and work this way. Really good. And then spread the toes several times. Spread those toes wide every day. Perfect. All right. Let's release. Put the feet on the floor. We're going to take rock and roll feet. So we lift the heels, then lift the toes, heels, almost like a rocking chair, right? And then we integrate lubrication of the elbows as we tap the shoulders. Last time. Wonderful. And now I'd like to invite you to just sit back in your chair, extend those legs, let the feet flop right open, take the hands back to the thighs, up or down as best serves you. Relax your back into the chair and join me here for just a final moment of relaxation, floating your eyes closed. And for just now, giving yourself permission to release, to let go of what is, and to remain here for a few moments in the stillness and in the quietude, listening to the breath. Slowly, without rushing to open the eyes or to move, and certainly far too soon, we'll begin to make our way out of this very brief final relaxation, taking a final time to notice our body and to send a powerful sediment of love and gratitude to the body. Powerful and simple. The words, thank you. Say thank you to your body for its healthy function just as it is. And be kind and loving and support your body like a great coach, a great partner to coaching your body to better health. Let's wiggle fingers and toes, smile, deepening the breath. And as you feel ready, join me if you will. Great big stretch. Lift the feet, reach the arms up overhead. Take a great big yawn or inhale. Oh, refreshing. And then release the feet back to the earth. And let's come right back to our upright, seated mountain pose. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please join me now, if you will, in concluding our practice with Anjuli Mudra. It's Anjuli of the heart and Mudra, the hands. This is our yogic hand gesture in celebration of the Anahata, our heart chakra, and also of our physical heart, the home of all the love and joy that you need for your lifetime. Yes, it's within you. Bring the thumbs into the heart. Dip the chin to the chest, acknowledging all that you have done. Say thank you and really mean it. I thank you one and all for sharing this time with me. The light in me sees and honors the radiant light life within each and every one of you. Namaste. We're complete for this practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please feel free to share this video. Please feel free to subscribe and to ring the little, click the little bell here so that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Please be sure to comment. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you might like better if there are specific practices. I am here at your service, and I am available for online yoga private lessons, for one-on-ones, for groups, for corporate events. So reach out to me, J Seliger, Peace Always, Yoga and Meditation. And for now, this is Christine wishing you peace always.